Hi guys, welcome to the Music B&B. My name is Callum and today we're reacting to an artist known as Carl McCann with the album The Boyfriend Experience. Carl McCann releases his album The Boyfriend Experience in time for Bandcamp Friday. This prolific indie singer-songwriter has a lo-fi approach that will remind listeners of the artist Elliott Smith. So if you like it, make sure to add it to your streaming services. Links down below. Let's go. Let's start with our first song, and the first song is called You Did This To Me. I didn't. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that kazoo. I have no idea what that means. So I'm going back, I was being silly. Nice voice. Nice voice. Oh, this sounds depressing. Whew. Feels like a sort of 2000s emo rock song. No lyrics available. I wish there was lyrics. There might be on Spotify. I use Apple Music. The vocals are maybe a little quiet. Maybe it's the headphones I'm listening on. And maybe a little too close to the mic. Maybe a little back, but it is quite intimate sounding. I'm liking the violins in the background, really adding just a little bit of depth to everything. I kind of feel like I want it to get like more vocally, like you did this to me, just like getting more passionate, like more upset in a way. It's almost like you did this to me. I'm so sorry, but you did this to me. And it should be like getting really upset. I worked up, you know. I think I need that kind of, because the violins are coming in, everything's kind of building like you did this to me. By the end of it, it should be like yeah, like maybe not screaming, but you get the message. Feel it needs to build. Length of the song's a little long. Yeah, we kind of got the point. I like long songs, don't get me wrong. I'm a big King Gizzard Lizard Wizard fan. They have like songs that are like 20 minutes long, but if it was this long, it would need to have like a middle eight, perhaps in a, you know, in the relative major, minor, whatever. Perhaps some harmonies wouldn't go in this as well, like you did this to me. Just to add that little bit of extra flavour when you're doing choruses. Think about how can you build a chorus second time, third time round. This is Digital Spirit. I like the album cover, by the way. I love the sort of blurred effect of it. That t-shirt's cool.
Leaving imprints on the wall in time. before the show, and secrets do not tell us so forever. We place our pictures on the screen, we felt the contours of our face, our words speak louder through the text forever. Just wanted to believe.
Question is, are all the vocals this kind of head voice? Because in a way that kind of head voice sound has a real, like, maybe lack of confidence to its sound. Almost like someone's recording their music at night while doesn't want to wake anyone up, so it's really quietly singing so it don't wake anyone up.
If this is life, will we fake it?
I have to say, this artist's output is huge. An album in 2012, then 8 years of nothing, 2 albums 2020, 4 albums 2021, 2 in 2022, 2 in 2023, 1 in 2024. Guy likes to make music. Those are just the albums. There's EPs. There's an EP, Carbon Copy. I can't really tell what's being sung. I'm sorry. Guitar is produced very nicely, like sounds really nice. Along with the violin, it's good. Question is, are we going to have 10 songs that are all guitar with orchestral, with whispery head voice? Is it all going to be slow, emo-y sounding music, or we're going to have some upbeat songs? I think I'm going to have to listen back through Carl's other stuff. Is he always singing in head voice? He needs to be using the chest, the lungs, singing outward. I'll be your boyfriend. Just really enunciate and does feel very lo-fi. It feels a little outsider music-y. It definitely has its merits, it has its place. I can hear the vocals a bit better in this one. My one worry with calling things lo-fi is in the past I have reviewed artists and their excuse for poor quality stuff, poor production, is to call it lo-fi. And that's becoming quite a problem, quite prevalent in the independent artist world, to call music lo-fi because it's easier than saying, okay, I can't produce this very well, calling it lo-fi. Now that actually is lo-fi music, and it deliberately has a low sounding quality to it. But it's easy to tell when something is deliberately lo-fi music or when it's just something that is like more scrappy sounding. And there is great like scrappy sounding music out there, great like underproduced stuff and stuff like that that I love out there. I wouldn't call it lo-fi though, I'd call it independent. I'd call it maybe demo-y. But to call something a demo means that it's like just a practice-y one, and it's not the case, because I can create something and it's quite, because I'm not the best producer, sounds quite demo-y, but that's the actual song. And I do like that there's more of that stuff out there, but we have to be careful when we use the word lo-fi, I think. This is background.
You're always looking down in the background. I don't like to see this isn't jealousy. I don't like to see.
Okay, here's my issue at the moment with all this stuff. Everything's slow and within a depressing tone, which is fine to have songs like that. But if every song is that, it just gets very repetitive. Albums need to ebb and flow. They need to be like roller coasters. They need to have exciting parts, calmer parts. You know, they need to go up and down. They need to stay within a certain realm. Like they need to stay on that roller coaster. They all needs to sound kind of similar within that world, but it needs to explore different areas of that world. At the moment, all the songs are, it's like the toddler baby rides at the theme park. It's not going anywhere. It's just kind of staying on this track that never goes too high or too low, because it doesn't want to make anyone upset. And everything's kind of at that stagnating level. I like on background that we've used in the lower voice, and it works nicely. It would be nice to double up your vocals, have a high and low octave, so you could have "It isn't sad to see, it isn't sad," and have that together. I think, especially when there's a chorus, double up your vocals.
This isn't jealousy.
I would love to take some of these songs and produce them at bass, at drums, flesh them out, because every song is just a guitar and some strings. And I would love to help Carl maybe learn to sing from the chest. I don't mind. It can still sound calm and relaxing because I get that's the tone we're going for. But we're just singing right up here. And that kind of falsetto just isn't working here. It just sounds lacking of confidence. Like, it's kind of how I would sing if I was just like throwing an idea out there using voice notes on my phone to just get a quick take of something that was in my head so I didn't forget it. And I might, you know, if around company I didn't want to sort of belt my voice out loud, I'd just sing that high falsetto. So I'd get the idea of maybe the octave I want to sing in when I do record it properly and I sing it that high. And the problem is this kind of singing is distracting me from the actual lyrical content. There's some really good lyrics here. Really good lyrics. Thoughtful, human lyrics. Built from perhaps experience, but the way it's delivered isn't working. Oh, this is upbeat, switching up the mood, but we're like halfway through the project and now it's happened. This should have been like the second track.
When I was young, I went to church, tried to light the candles, and my bubble hat was mine.
See, this is upbeat and exciting, so the vocal should be, when I was young, what you should be that confident, yeah? Where it's like, got all this upbeat energy, and then it's like, and it's like, oh, I'm scared.
And it got me thinking. And it got me thinking. When I was older, I went to church for a different reason, for a suit for this occasion. This is not a metaphor, and what is it all for? Selling out like I did before.
It's got a nice catchy hook to it. This should have a full band, like bass, drums. I know we can't all afford to have, you know, drums, guitars, everything like that, but make connections with people. Use somewhere like Fiverr is great for getting like session drummers.
And it got me thinking.
Some harmonies wouldn't go amiss. And
it got me thinking.
This is my favourite, I think.
And it got me thinking.
I'll be anything you want me to be. This whole album about, like, if I was your boyfriend, all the fun we'd have. I'll give you the whole boyfriend experience.
It's like I give a fuck.
We're back to the depressing.
Street station, I've come to pick you up. I tell you there's an altercation. It's like we're still in love. We both know it's awkward thinking I've come to fuck you up.
What?
'Cause that's what I do.
How rude. Unexpected. It's fitting. I don't think the swearing's fitting with this style of music.
I'll be you wherever you want me to be. 'Cause I'll be anything you want me to be. I'll be whoever you want me to be. I'm not a millionaire. I haven't got the best of pair of shiny bright teeth. We both know that's not me. I'm not a millionaire. There's something in the air I'm feeling subconsciously aware. But do you care? I'll be anything you want me to be. I'll be whoever you want me to be. 'Cause I'll be anything you want me to be. I'll be whoever you want me to be. You turn around. It turns
A bit of a dud note there. Copy and paste from another section.
you turn.
I do like mistakes in music though. Gives it a sense of realism.
It turns now.
Really enjoys sort of the minor key in the guitars. There's definitely the open E and 3rd fret, 2nd fret.
I'll be anything you want me to be. I'll be whoever you want me to be.
Thought I saw some window cleaners outside.
You want me to be. I'll be whoever you want me to be.
This is Nida? There's definitely a bit more energy as we get like past track 5. Got a bit more energy to it.
She's on a mission.
But the energy in the vocals isn't matching the energy of the guitars.
With the bony man, the one who does the dancing. She's on a mission, a creative vision. every night. Nita, you are so perfect, and nobody's perfect. Nita, you are so perfect, and nobody's perfect like you. She lives a lonely life.
It's like all the ideas, song ideas are great, and I bet in Carl's head he's hearing like the drums and the energy and everything, and it's not coming through in these songs. But imagine like some drums on this, like dum dum boom boom dum dum boom. She lives lonely. Da, 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 da. Like it would be so cool. It'd be like so much energy to it. Again, some simple harmonies on choruses will just flesh things out. Like you, like you, like you, like you. Yeah, maybe.
Nita, you are so perfect, and nobody's perfect. Nita, you are so perfect, and nobody's perfect like you. Like you, like you, like you.
Know It All is our next track. I think a lot of these songs remind me of like Johnny Cash's Hurt. I hurt myself today. Like the minor key guitar is just bringing that out.
Looking for someone to meet. It's a metaphor, you see. It's the person of her dreams. You've done it all before. Cause you know it all. Yeah, yeah. You've done it all before. Cause you know it all. Try to hide away my thoughts, and she's knocking on the door, and you filter what I say. Send the song now anyway.
Hard thing with these vocals is it's hard to understand what's being sung because it's just so whispery.
Cause you know it all. Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like I really have to force myself to listen to it instead of just having the vocals kind of delivered to me. It's weird to think that I have to think listen. Whereas like when lyrics are loud enough, you just kind of hear them.
so you say. Oh, so you say.
Just always imagine like such great percussion things to go with these songs.
You've done it all before. 'Cause you know it all. Yeah, yeah. You've done it all before. 'Cause you know it all.
By now I'm getting the kind of like late album fatigue that you get. Like I've heard this, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of a rinse and repeat, sad minor key guitar with orchestrals. So it's not really like pushing any boundaries anymore. One or two of these songs in the album would be good, but there needs to be different things going on, different elements, different rhythms, different levels of excitement. It's not enough variation, I think, to keep the project alive, in my opinion.
There's something more animalistic. You changed the way.
Now that's interesting. Instead of legato strings now we've got some staccato strings, and that's nice. That pricked my ears up there and I was like, okay, I'm listening.
You changed the way.
Cats Could Talk. Nice name for a song.
In their eyes, you're a superstar.
Cats could talk.
To tell you that feeling, what you want to know.
See, like,
Stop.
in a way, this the topic, if cats could talk,
Cats could talk.
is quite a funny topic and fun topic. And it's so dark and moody. If cats could talk, it's just like, why is it so evil? If cats could talk, is the world going to end? Because that's what this song feels like.
You are in their eyes, you're a superstar. You change.
Why is this so depressing? Like, what's a song about talking cats?
In their eyes, you're
Why?
a superstar. You change the way you are. In their eyes, you're a superstar. You change.
So, if cats could talk, and it got me thinking of probably the highlights of this album, because there's a bit of energy, a bit of something different going on, slightly different elements going on, like the staccato strings in Cats Could Stalk. If cats could stalk, they can stalk very easily. Right, it's over now. It's a good ending song. It's over now. The album's over. I'm enjoying these strings here. I do enjoy the backing viola, maybe it is? Anyway, I'm enjoying the backing orchestral here, but by this point, we've rinsed and repeated the same instruments so many times that I'm just not interested. And it's a shame because the violin part's beautiful and it does pair nicely with the acoustic guitar, but my word, we've had it quite a lot. Listen to any of your favourite albums and just notice how much change and variation there is across a project. Even those like bands maybe that use the same instruments, think about how much they're varying what they're playing, or the style, or even the pacing of it, you know? Da 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 da. So it's got a nice kind of lead to the chorus part, the chord changes, but to emphasize as a chorus there needs to be something, maybe more layers of vocals. Say, I did not know what to expect when I saw this, and looking at the album cover, I don't know, with the colours of the shirt, maybe I was expecting something more poppy, like a upbeat, dancey, boyfriend experience, you know, come on, let's have fun kind of thing. I wasn't expecting this. I was not expecting this. Right, guys, so I'm now going to review this album. I'm going to rate it using the following criteria. I based my reviews on the flow, the lyrics, the artwork, the production, and the singing, and also how much kazoo is involved. And then I'm going to give it an overall rating. So each of the criteria has a score out of 10. Then there's like a sort of kind of loose average score rating for the album. So let's start first of all with the flow of the project. I'm going to give the flow of the project probably a 4 out of 10. I thought it stayed very much in a sort of dark, depressing sounding realm, with only 1 or 2 songs that changed up the momentum a bit, such as It Got Me Thinking, If Cats Could Talk, and Nida, I think it was Nida. those changed up the flow a bit. So 4 for the flow. The lyrics, I have to say it was hard to hear a lot of the lyrics, but what I heard was nice. They were definitely like unique, meaningful topics. I'm going to give the lyrics a 7 out of 10 from what I heard, because I did think they were well crafted together, those lyrics. Yeah. Artwork, I'm going to give, let's call it an 8 out of 10. I like that artwork. I think it's quite cool, quite interesting. So an 8 out of 10 for that. Production, the production I'm going to give a 5 out of 10. I thought guitar, orchestrals were beautifully produced. Even the vocals were produced nicely. Just need to be a bit louder in the mix, those vocals. If you're going to stick with that falsetto sound, then it does need to be louder so it can be heard. The reason why I'm not going any higher with that score is because there wasn't really any, at least I didn't feel much effort on the production side of things. Good production sees you using different things, different techniques, and using them well. There was one song that used some delay, but I don't think it was used to amazing effect, and it got quite distracting. And then singing, I'm going to have to give the singing quite a low score, I think. I think it was my main issue with this, is the way things were sung, using the head voice instead of the chest, and you know, things could have been like pelted out, I feel, and they were just kind of quiet. So maybe some work needs to be done on how we sing and singing correctly. I'm going to give it maybe a 3 out of 10. And I know how heartbreaking that can be, because vocals are such a personal thing and that can feel horrible, but there's a way of singing that is not being done correctly here that needs to be addressed, perhaps through vocal lessons, YouTube videos, whatever. I think it needs to be sorted out. But after this, I am going to check other projects by Carl McCann to see if there's a difference in vocals, and perhaps that was just an aesthetic that was sought after for this project. Kazoo, the amount of kazoo in this album, there was none of it. So do with that what you will. If I had to give an overall score to this album, I'd probably give it perhaps a 3 or a 4. It's not something I would maybe come back and listen to, mainly because of the vocals and the way they're sung, but also because of maybe the lack of inspiring elements that go on within the realm of this album. So there are some tracks that have huge potential, great potential. They just need to be maybe delivered a bit better. Perhaps consider using other instrumentation to really bring it to life. You can still be lo-fi, but you have to kind of push the boat out a bit. And you know what I said about lo-fi and branding as lo-fi, we have to be careful with doing that, don't we? So yeah, feel free to agree or disagree with me in the comments, guys. Make sure to leave a comment down below about how you feel about the artist. It's important that I'm not the only view here, and there are others commenting as well. So please do make your voice heard. I would love that. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, in a world where everyone wants to be heard and no one's doing the listening, be the one that does the listening. Links down below to the album, and I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye, I guess.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.
So do you really want to fly higher than the sky? So do you really want to fly higher than the sky?
Hey, join the members club. You get like perks and stuff, and it's fun. So yeah, go on my channel and click on the member bit or the join page or something. It doesn't work on iPhone for some reason, I don't know. Bye.